Yeah, let's take a look at how you get registered and get started with CapSim. So hopefully you've all been in touch with the bookstore, and I believe that's the only place, and I don't think they really even mark it up, that you can get your packet. And your packet, you're going to be disappointed. You're going to pay 60 or 70 bucks or whatever the heck the cost is for a single sheet of paper. You know, the sheet of paper has a code on it, and that's the important part. That's the piece of the puzzle that you need in order to get going in this class. And it just gives you access really to this online simulation that we'll be doing for the class. So once you get that, and please, if you don't have that already, get after it right away. And if you have to pay extra to have the bookstore expedite it to you, do so, because we can't wait around. In some classes, you know, and there's folks that have been used to maybe turning in stuff a little bit late, and sometimes we're nice and we actually accept it, although at a discounted value. There is no late in this class, okay? Everything's timely. We're going to be making decisions one day a week. We're going to be responding to questions and queries another day of the week, and it's going to happen boom boom in a very precise and timely manner. Okay, there is no falling behind. If you fall behind, you just miss out and you get zeros. Okay, and if you fall behind in terms of your decision making and whatnot, then you get even worse than zeros. So oh, I got interrupted there. I had to pause for a bit, so hopefully I kind of start off where I was at. But in any event, here we're going to go through how to get you registered. And so if you come to the CapSim website, www.capsim.com, you know, or you can just type it into the search engine, Google or Bing and whatever, and you should be able to find it pretty easily. And then since you don't have a username and password yet, you're going to have to use the sign up. And you would click on that, and obviously you're going to be a student, you know, and you're going to register now. I don't know how far I'll be able to go with this, but hopefully a little ways. Okay, there's a little video about how to register, so you could probably watch that. It's probably way better than anything I will do here. Okay, and you have to agree, of course, with the terms of usage, which of course they would tell you that you should read. So you know, you're supposed to click on that and read it, and then continue. Now, here's where you please enter an industry ID or enter your school name below. Okay, and we do have an industry ID already, and I got to remember now what it is. I think I know. But I want to let me go and check just to make sure. I'll log in under mine. C91737. So you would type in here just I think it's capital C91737 and hit submit. And this is as far as I'll be able to go, because then you'll set up your account, right? You need your name and last name and email and all that other wonderful stuff. I haven't heard from students that say, you know, they've been harassed by this company and receive endless emails or anything from them. I don't think there's any problems with that. You do set up a user ID, you know, which could be your name. That's fine. Password then. I do have the ability, okay, to go in and look and find your password. I believe I don't know that I've done it in the last 5 years even. I think one time I checked to see if I could do it, and I could. So I think I still can. So that's just a warning that if you're going to do a password, you know, if make it one that you don't mind me being able to find, you know, in case that's a problem. So, okay. Will you be using the software 50% or more of the time in the city? That's interesting. Probably not. I don't know why that matters with Chicago. Isn't that crazy? Okay, so you'll fill in that information, and then you enter the registration numbers, and that's the numbers then that's going to be the next step, and I can't go that far because I don't have this required information. So you'll enter in the registration number that you have on your packet that you got in that one sheet of paper. It should be kind of right in the middle in a box. It'll give you that registration number. It's probably a long complex with numbers and letters and everything else. It's probably a pain in the rear end, so make sure you do it correctly, and then you'll be set to go. Okay. Once you do that, then when you log back into CAPSIM, it'll probably look a little bit more like this, although this is obviously the professor page. You'll have a student page. But it still should look like this, where you'll be able to click on, our simulation. And I'm just going to click on that. Okay. And then I'm going to log into a team because I think it'll be a little bit more like what yours will look like. Welcome to Andrew's company dashboard. So there you go. I'm going to stop this video now just because I don't want to make the video itself too long. But once you get here, once you get back in, you've registered and you've set it up, and you get logged in, feel free to do any of these things. You can do the introductory lesson. You can do the rehearsal. You can do the situation analysis. Okay, jump in. I might have talked about no, I didn't. You can do this. Okay. You can do the rehearsal. You can't do the practice rounds. Sorry, you have not been assigned to a team. I will assign you to a team. Okay, you can click on this stuff over here. That's fine. You're not going to hurt anything. Okay, there's absolutely nothing wrong with clicking on stuff and trying to figure out what's there. Getting started obviously didn't do much of anything. It's still circling up there. I think our computers are slow because it's the start of the semester. While it's doing that, I'll tell you, the dashboard's kind of a good place to come to. Getting started is one that you'll use. Decisions when we get to the practice and competitive rounds. Decision audit, I haven't used that one too much. Students might use that more. I think that might go back. I probably use the instructor version of that where I can go back and look at everybody's decisions, who made the decisions, when they were made, on and on and on. Homework, they've got a homework program. We won't be using this at all. Okay, we'll be using Brightspace to put homework in to submit. That's where I'll post homework, and that's where you'll submit homework, et cetera, et cetera. Conference would be if you want to set up a conference with, your teammates. There's what the getting started looks like. Yeah, they've got these introductory tutorials and whatnot. Well, watch them. They're short. They do a nice job, actually. And you can take the quiz. The quiz is part of your homework, your initial homework. Okay, just do it. You can click on any of these up here. I would recommend that you download the guide. Okay, PDF guide. Just download it to your computer or to a thumb drive or whatever. Okay. Go ahead. You can't join a company. The courier you could sure look at. Get used to hearing the courier because we will be looking. That's what we'll spend the majority of our time doing is looking at the courier. I'd add into that you guys will be making decisions as well then. Teammate, haven't used. The ethics plugin, I actually haven't used, but I might try to institute that this semester for you guys. Put that in and let you mess with that a little bit. It kind of gives you a case study basically. Okay, and then reports. Those you might look at as the game goes on. But jump around, mess around in here. You can't hurt anything. If you do, we'll fix it. But I don't think you can. So. Do that as we get started and familiarize yourself with that. Believe me, any time and effort you invest in it now is going to pay off in the long run and will save you time later as we get towards the end of the semester and time becomes more crunched. Okay, the time you invest now will be well worth it.